Good evening. We are Trademark Consulting and we would like to present you with the second draft of our proposal for ABC Corporation. Trademark Consulting consists of Joe, Drew, Skylar, Chasney, Lena, Darian, Ryan Suter, Marcus, Dean, Farouz, and Nate. The goals and focuses of this proposal continue on from our first iteration and include things such as to implement a campus-wide network and server infrastructure, security system including monitoring and remote access, implement a campus-wide wireless network, solution must be in compliance with multiple different regulations, and services such as email, internet access, common printing, and building access control system will be included. The assumptions with this proposal again continue on from iteration 1 and include things such as employees have Windows computers at their desks, employees have a phone at their desk, fiber connections are made to each building, all home run to the JSC building, cottages 1 through 8 have fiber that runs to cottage 9 before going to JSC, and current servers include payroll, accounting, and inventory.
For our proposal, iteration number 1 contained a first draft of pricing, logical diagrams, physical diagrams, and an IP addressing scheme. This second iteration will include changes to those as well as new sections including a wireless strategy, security strategies, and service recommendations. For routing at ABC Corp, Cisco 4500 24-port Layer 3 switches will be used. 2 switches will be required and run a total of $36,133.98. All other traffic will be handled by Cisco 3650 24 and 48-port PoE switches. 10 24-port switches will be required and run a total of $35,229. 4 48-port switches will be required and run a total of $18,335.96. Cisco 3700 APs are the APs that will be used for wireless connectivity across the campus. 26 of these APs will be implemented to ABC Corporation and will total $14,555.74. A Cisco 5508 wireless controller will be required to manage all of the APs. This wireless controller costs $11,913.99. In this logical diagram, internet connections will be made at the main JSC building where the two 4500 Layer 3 switches are housed. These will be stacked in VSS, which is virtual switching state and essentially allows the two physical devices to logically be managed as one. 3650 switches in each building will be configured similarly to the 4500s. They will be stacked in buildings with existing fiber runs and can be logically managed as one device per building. This simplifies network management and makes keeping track of all the devices much easier. All existing fiber connections will be used. All of the 3650 switches in the buildings will be connected back to the 4500s in JSC redundantly. This means that the top switches in each stack will be connected to each other, and the same goes for the bottom switches in each stack. This ensures that traffic can still traverse the network in case a piece of hardware were to fail. This diagram also includes a high-level overview of IP addresses that will be assigned to VLANs within ABC Corporation. For IP addressing, the major network 192.168.0.0 with a /21 subnet mask will be used. ABC Corporation requires 635 addresses, and this address block provides 2,046. Of the addresses in the allocated subnets, 898 of those will currently be used. 45% of the available major network address space is being used, so there is plenty of room for growth if ABC Corporation decides to increase in size. 71% of the subnetted network address space is being used, so there's also plenty of room for growth within the allocated subnets. VLANs at ABC Corporation have been decided by department. These departments include administration, financial, secure wireless, cameras, locks, card readers, etc., residences, student wireless, detention, guest wireless, skill builders wireless, TASC, human resources, maintenance, personnel, and quality assurance. The allocated size for these VLANs is as close as possible to the actual needed size. For example, administration required 60 IP addresses and it was allocated 62. Another example of this is secure wireless needing 30 and being allocated 30. This ensures there are plenty of IP addresses left over in the larger block for later growth. As previously mentioned, a wireless network will be implemented at ABC Corporation. This wireless network will consist of a Cisco 5508 wireless controller managing Cisco 3700 APs. These APs have been placed throughout the campus to ensure total campus connectivity. All of these access points will be secured using WPA2 Enterprise to ensure proper security compliance. Continuing with security, physical security is the first layer of protecting the network. Physical security can include, but is not limited to, doors, door locks, card readers, and cameras. Having these measures in place ensures that unauthorized personnel will be kept away from all of the networking equipment. It should be noted that employees are typically the weakest point of security in any business, so the staff should always remain vigilant of all people. If someone that should not be accessing a room or piece of equipment is found doing so, it should be reported to the IT staff. As previously mentioned, security cameras should be implemented and regularly monitored at ABC Corporation. Security cameras will help to track the amount of people that enter ABC Corporation, and in the event that there are any issues, the cameras can be essential in helping identify the individual who caused the issue. For actual network security, shutting down unused ports, empty VLANs, and frequently changing passwords are all simple security network tactics to protect network integrity. Private VLANs could also be implemented depending on the traffic that employees will be sending and receiving. Employees sending and receiving sensitive information could be on a private VLAN so that their traffic is much harder for someone to find and then attack. Access control lists are another great way to ensure that only legitimate traffic is being processed. Firewalls, antivirus software, multi-step authentication, and personal security will also be recommended. These are chosen off of ABC's desire, however, personal security should be treated as a number one priority. Training of employees on simple, safe internet practices should be the first step in any network security improvement. ABC Corporation should choose to implement intrusion detection systems in order to keep track of potential unwanted traffic on the network.
Additional service strategies. For physical security and building access, we recommend that a list of all facility access points and installed locks be kept on-premise, as well as we determine the operational needs of personnel who may need authorization to specific areas, such as service, repair, or cleaning crews. We recommend that policies are created which dictate responsible access control and management to stay within the scope of this project. For network security recommendations, we recommend that you train employees on safe internet and network practices to keep the staff educated at all times, as well as recommend to implement intrusion detection systems to identify unwanted traffic on the network. This concludes the presentation of the second iteration of our proposal to ABC Corporation. We will now field any questions at this time. Thank you.